Hey guys, during this video, I just did a live stream where I talked about my videos not being made for kids under the COPA policy and the FTC. I won't go too much into that. Go and check out that live stream as long as it's still up. It should be. But a lot of my videos are actually getting taken down, which is a lot of a shame. In this video, as you can see by my Arrow shirt, which I've shown you before, which says, "You have failed the city." Pretty cool. I know. I'm going to be doing my Arrowverse crossover, which I'm so freaking excited for. Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's going to be a big, big night. It is going to be so good. So it starts on the Monday with Supergirl and Batwoman, and then it proceeds to the Wednesday with The Flash. We then have a 1 month break where we have a big cliffhanger confirmed. Actually, today, big cliffhanger confirmed, and then we have Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. Now it's interesting because I don't know whether Arrow has 10 episodes and episode 7 will air next week. So 8 will be Crisis. I'm trying to work it out if there'll be an episode the week after Crisis. I'm so confused with that. Anyway, guys, let's get into some predictions. So Roy fights for a while, which I guess you've seen in last week's Arrow. These predictions were written 2 weeks ago. I just hadn't released them until now. So Roy fights for a while, suiting back up. We've seen that, kind of called that. But he dies. And this is going to hurt because Roy has been a big character, big part of the Arrowverse for a long time now, popping in and out. Definitely deserves to marry Thea, run off, have a happy ending. But in my opinion, I think it will break hearts. It will hurt people. Roy will die. The Flash and Supergirl will die. In the Arrow episode, somehow they will both return. This is the crisis cliffhanger that will make us wait a month for part 4. So I think at the end of the Flash episode that the Flash will die and that Supergirl will die. I am also going to say that Oliver will come back, but I'll get to that later. Cisco will die and I will cry. Jester may take over, but I feel like Cisco is a goner. I hope to God this isn't true. I absolutely love Cisco. He is one of my favorite characters, without a doubt, in the Arrowverse. I feel like they're wrapping up the end of his story. They've now killed Gypsy, which really hurt. A stab to the Cisco, I think, is a goner. There's been too many teasers. He either leaves the show for good or he dies. It's going to hurt. This is a strange one, and I haven't seen anyone predict this yet. Killer Frost may merge with another person, kind of like Firestorm, and this saves Caitlyn's life. So what I think is that being Caitlyn and Killer Frost in Crisis, whether it's on another Earth, whatever it is Caitlyn is basically dying. But for her to survive, and this is a weird prediction, I know nothing about this. I don't know anything about Crisis, obviously. So they're going to convert whatever's inside Caitlyn from Killer Frost into another person. And they're going to have the ability to split, combine as Killer Frost. Don't know who it'll be. Just see this potentially happening. There's been a few teasers about Killer Frost and Caitlyn kind of taking turns, and I think it's time that a new direction's taken. You know, like this one. Diggle will show up as Green Lantern in the Arrow episode. This is going to be epic. I really hope this happens. Diggle as Green Lantern will just be absolutely sick. Supergirl's Earth will merge with Earth 1. It looked like Supergirl's Earth in yesterday or the day before's trailer could have been dead. But I've also written here Black Lightning's Earth will not. So Black Lightning will be part of future crossovers. However, I don't think the Earths will merge together in regards to Black Lightning's Earth. Mark Hamill will play an insane character. However, I don't know if it will be the Joker or Trickster. I just think that Mark Hamill will play a villain, not a hero. And I think it'll be cool to see him back on the show, a secret cameo. The Flash must die. Jay Garrick almost dies. He suits up one final time and leaves the multiverse to join with the Speed Force and is never seen again. Now, he could be seen years and years later, but I'm going to say that we think Jay Garrick's dead, but we literally see him in the Speed Force merging together rather than watching him die. I think he's retired, and I don't think they'd be dark enough to just kill him off. Now, here's what I spoke about earlier. I feel like Oliver will die twice. One real sad as fuck death, where the Anti-Monitor kills him, and no one, and one where we think he's dead, but he lives his life on another Earth and is safe, but no one knows it. So, I do think that Oliver will survive Crisis. I don't think he'll be back in the future. I think he's stuck for good on that Earth completely. He will die in episode 2, is my prediction. So that is the Supergirl episode, I believe. Maybe Batwoman. I'm not sure. And then come back towards the end of episode 3 when the Flash and Supergirl die. I think there's going to be a lot of weird deaths. Mia will receive Oliver's crossbow. I think this is quite an obvious one. I think with the backdoor pilot to Green Arrow and the Canaries, I think they're calling it, that Mia will receive the crossbow. Character appearances. Oh, sorry, this is list of deaths, unfortunately. Heatwave, Adam, Cisco, Roy, Earth 2 Laurel, so Black Siren, and I'm expecting him to turn up. We haven't seen him in a while, unless I haven't caught up on Legends and he's in there. But I'm expecting Jonah Hex to die. I'm expecting Jonah Hex to turn up and help, but to die. Wally West will survive and play a major role. What that is, I'm not sure, but I think he's been wasted and he could be the key to saving the multiverse. I think he's going to have an absolutely massive role in this crossover. I don't even know if he's in this crossover, but I just think they've wasted him too much for him not to be very important to this. Dr. Martin Stein from another appearance will make an Earth. Will he, or am I wrong? I don't know about this one now that I think about it, but I would love to see. It's more of a wish list, this. Eobard Thawne and Leonard Snart will both appear in Crisis. It'll be cool to see Leonard Snart back. It's been a long time. I really hope they can get, what's the actor? Wentworth Miller? Is that the actor? Wentworth Miller? I think that's his name. To come back and join the show. Team Flash won't be the same after Crisis. Either Cisco or Caitlin will die, in my opinion. This is going to hurt. It's going to be a completely different team. As I mentioned, Chester, who's been a big part of the season, may even be part of it. The Smallville Green Arrow, Justin Hartley, will have a small but memorable cameo. I God to hope this is true. I love Smallville. Tom Welling was announced back in July, and I can't believe I managed to avoid this. And you would have seen it in my Heart of Crisis. I don't know if he's massive, if he's small. I don't care. I'm going to scream when he comes on the screen. I'm going to freak out. I can't wait. But I think Smallville's Green Arrow should be in this. Crisis will tease and maybe even show us future villains in the Arrowverse. I have a theory that Godspeed, who I think will be, I don't know how to explain it, not established as a villain, but appeared towards the end of Crisis, or maybe the episode after, like when the Flash returns. I have a theory that Godspeed merges with Ramsay Bolton, Bloodwork, to become Red Death in the second half of the Flash. I think it's been a while since we had an evil speedster villain. I think Red Death will be a great addition, and I think Blood combined with Speed, Red Death, in my opinion. Hopefully, I'm right. An entire Earth will be dedicated to older DC characters, including Burt Ward, the Birds of Prey cast, but it will be destroyed. I don't know if they'll get to meet like the Arrowverse characters. I think Kevin Conroy is reprising his role, which is awesome, as Batman in that cow that we saw. and I think he will not be included in this because I think he'll actually meet characters. Cecile will lose her powers. I think it's time for her powers to go. Something will happen, and I think Cecile's powers are gone. The future we know will completely change. Now, what I mean by that is you live to be 86. The history books say you live to be 86 years old, Mr. Queen. That's wrong. Zoe dies in the future of Arrow. Don't know if that will be changed. But different events we've seen from the future, obviously the Savitar is probably a big change. Won't happen. Complete changes. I think the future we've seen on Arrow is not the future as well. The monitor that Oliver is working for on Arrow, which could be revealed tonight, I hope. The monitor they're working with Arrow is actually the anti-monitor. This is a cool theory because it does not look like the anti-monitor with the veins and things like that. But I think this is true. And last but not least, each episode of Supergirl, Batwoman, and The Flash, so the final episodes, I don't know about Arrow, will show the lights turning off, so a dark room, and a red sky outside, like antimatter, leading us into the crossover. Boom! Am I right? Am I wrong? I am a huge Arrow fan. I am a huge Flash fan. I've tried to think of as many theories as I can. I'm not going to say whether I think Harrison Wells or Jesse Quick are alive because that is confusing. I know for a fact that that is confirmed in the Flash episodes. I can't wait to see their fate. Anyway, guys, 11 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your theories for this. Sorry if you can't see it because it's a live stream, but I can't wait to watch Arrow and The Flash tonight. 1 hour, I'll be streaming The Flash live. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe.